Hi there, I'm Brianna Kirkland, and this is my public audience informative speech responses. So I watched it through a couple of my classmates' videos, and these are my responses as to voice control and body control and overall. So I feel like I could learn from Jarek's voice control and delivery. He had kept a steady pace throughout his video and didn't seem to stall or really trip over his own words. His talking speed was good and wasn't too fast. His words were heard clearly and his volume was good. It was easy to keep up with his topic and didn't take away from his video, and it was not distracting. I could probably learn better projection myself of my words and making sure that what I'm saying is heard clearly and correctly. I feel like I could learn from Jace's body control. He had good body control and hand gestures. His gestures were controlled and not overdone. They weren't distracting from his speech. It went along well with what he was saying. He seemed more relaxed than some of the other speakers, which portrayed confidence in his speech. I will say he could benefit from backing up from the camera screen to show more of his body. His positioning wasn't bad, he just seemed a little too close during his video. That would be the only distracting thing about his body delivery. But I think I could learn from his body control and gestures. Like I said, he was relaxed during his speech and didn't seem nervous. His hand movements fit well with his words, and I could take those skills and try to portray them into my future speeches. Overall, I think my classmates made good videos and speeches. They were thought out and seemed pretty researched. It was easy to keep up with what the speakers were trying to talk about during their video. I would say one thing that some speakers could improve on is body delivery. Some of their positioning in the video was either too close or they had too much movement going on during their speech, which can take away and be distracting from what they're trying to say. Another thing that could be improved is some of the speakers' pace when reading their speech. Some of their speaking was either too slow or too fast. This can affect the audience and make it hard to want to follow along with the speaker, or the audience could make it bored. Or if they were speaking too fast, it could make their video too difficult to follow along with. I feel like throughout the speeches, one thing that was executed well was volume and speaking clearly. I was able to clearly hear what was being said and follow along and understand the topic of the speech. The voice volume in the speakers was another good thing overall. It was clearly understood what was being said. Another thing that was executed well throughout the speeches was the construction of the speeches. They seemed well researched. They weren't just thrown together and all over the place. The topics were well understood and piqued my interest as the audience. This made it easy to want to follow along with the speakers. Thank you.